Hey guys, Kelly here with That Hashtag Show, and today I'm giving you my top 10 list of horror games of all time. Are you guys ready? Number 10, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is a third-person horror survival game where you take on the role as a camp counselor or Jason Voorhees himself. You and 6 other players must find a way to escape, either through fixing and finding the keys to a nearby car, finding parts to fix the radio and call for help, or even getting lucky and actually killing Jason. Although the $40 price tag seems steep for a game still in development, single-player mode for the game will be released very soon. However, it will focus more on challenges rather than actual story. Number 9, Clive Barker's Undying. Clive Barker's Undying is a first-person shooter survival horror game that features a story shaped by horror author Clive Barker. You play as Patrick Galloway, a paranormal adventurer who is investigating the occult happenings at a friend's estate. But what sets this game apart is that you also have use of a wide range of magical spells to defeat your enemies. Number 8, F.E.A.R. F.E.A.R is a survival horror first-person shooter video game where you take on the role of point man in an organization known as F.E.A.R, and you must uncover the secrets of a paranormal menace taking on the form of a creepy little girl. F.E.A.R features an awesome AI that allows computer-controlled characters to evade attacks by traveling under crawl spaces, jumping through windows, vaulting over railings, climbing ladders, and pushing over objects to create cover. The game's AI was highly advanced for its time and won many awards. Number 7, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Amnesia is a first-person survival horror game where you explore dark, narrow corridors while following the distant cries of a woman. This is a truly immersive game where you are in control the whole time without any cutscenes or time jumps, and your only means of defense are running and hiding. This game really set the standard for many games going forward. Number 6, Condemned: Criminal Origins. In Condemned, you play as Agent Ethan Thomas, assigned to the Serial Crimes Unit in order to investigate the recent increase in serial killers. In this game, you get to use forensic tools to investigate crime scenes, collect evidence, and find clues to uncover the killers. And if you run out of bullets, you have to use whatever you can find nearby as a weapon, which might be a shovel or even a 2x4. Number 5, Outlast. Outlast is a first-person survival horror game where you play an investigative journalist exploring an insane asylum, and much like Amnesia: The Dark Descent, your only defense is to run and hide. But what puts Outlast higher on the list is that some parts of the game require you to use the night vision on your video camera to see, but the batteries drain very quickly, so be careful that you don't get stuck in the darkness. Number 4, Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is set 15 years after the events of Alien, where Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda is on a mission to unravel the truth behind her mother's disappearance. In this game, you must scavenge resources and use your wits to survive an alien using its senses to hunt you down, among other enemies on board. Also, with similarities to Amnesia: The Dark Descent, this game has some great visuals and a great storyline. Number 3, PT. PT is a first-person psychological horror game. PT is actually short for Playable Teaser and was meant to just be an interactive teaser for the game Silent Hills, an installment of the Silent Hill series that was meant to be released in 2014, but was eventually canceled and the teaser was taken down. You play an unknown protagonist who wakes up in a haunted house where all you can do is walk around and zoom in. The game depicts amazing visuals and features great supernatural horror tension build. Number 2, Resident Evil: The Series. Resident Evil is a survivor horror video game series, with the first entry being the first game to ever be dubbed survival horror, initiating a new genre. If you don't know about Resident Evil, a group of individuals battle the Umbrella Corporation, who developed the T-virus, which can turn human into zombies. After Resident Evil 4, the series started to focus more on action-style gaming, but with the recent release of Resident Evil 7, they decided to go back to their horror roots, making the game the first in the primary series to be set in first-person view and back to focusing on survival horror, which was well received. Resident Evil is one of the most successful series in gaming history. And in the number 1 spot, Silent Hill: The Series. Silent Hill is a Japanese survival horror video game franchise with nearly all installments sharing the same setting of a foggy, rural American town called Silent Hill. In the games, you normally play as an ordinary man who is either searching for a missing loved one or being summoned by a spiritual force in the town. The games are also known for having multiple endings, depending on in-game actions performed by the player. Fans praise the series for its graphics, atmosphere, and story, making it a defining series in the survival horror genre, with the second installment, Silent Hill 2, considered as one of the best horror games of all time. Thank you so much for checking out my top 10 list for horror video games. What are some of your favorites? Have I missed one, or do you think one shouldn't be on the list? Comment below and let me know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.